All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who do rule well. And salute, man. Much love to you, sensitive brothers who push this truth week in and week out. Man, y'all brothers stay strong. We almost home. And yeah, I had to do a response to this response, man. You got a YouTuber by the name of I Am Eloho, pun intended. She did a video response to this couple right here you see on your screen, Toby and Fat, in which they're a very popular rap duo, and they pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie, they very artistic, they're very lyrical, they're very creative. But she did a video response. She brought up the African way. Now, before I say that, okay, the video response was about these two, and these two were telling how they met each other, and basically Toby, which is the man, he was saying how he didn't want her, he just didn't want her, and she pursued him for years, basically. You know, and a lot of females got mad and enraged. You know, this video was very cringe to them because this man presented himself as the prize. He carries himself as the prize because, hey, I'm gonna say this, he's of Nigerian descent, and them Nigerians, I'm gonna keep it 100, they got a little bit more sense than Jake over here in America. You know, their culture in Nigeria is closer to what our culture should be. And what's our true culture? The Israelite culture, the Israelite heritage. You know, which is the Bible. You know? And so this man knows he's a prize, and he stood on that, and this woman chased him. And like I said, they hated to see a woman chase a man. They hated to see the roles reversed because you usually see, in this society, you usually see men chasing women. Men got to chase down a woman, you know, which that's backwards as hell. You shouldn't have to chase no woman. You know, now one of us shouldn't chase each other. But in these times, the reason why I said now one of us shouldn't have to chase each other, male or female, we should have to chase each other. Because really, according to the Bible, a woman is supposed to be married off by her father. Her father is supposed to pick a man. Slack, man. I got these damn dogs. Slack. Hold on. Let me check them real quick. Hold on. Okay, her father is supposed to pick a man for her. A man of understanding is what he's supposed to pick for his daughter, man, while she's a virgin. That's supposed to be the father's duty to pick a man for his daughter, you know. But hold on, man, hold on. I got y'all. Hold on. And I'm gonna Salaki. Okay, I'm back on. And I'm gonna say this, y'all. Women need to get used to y'all gotta get used to chasing the man, man. Flat out. Y'all finna have to get used to that because it's about to get real ugly out here. And y'all about to lose all y'all benefits and privileges, man. Watching America collapse, man, when this bubble burst and this bitch, when the shit really hit the fan, y'all finna get used to having to pursue a man. So don't be mad at old Fat. Don't be mad at her. Don't be mad at old Toby either, man. You know? And I like that this woman did a response, this I Am Eloho, because she came with she spoke on the African perspective of this. First she spoke from an American perspective at first, but then she brought out what the Africans would think of this and all that. So I'm gonna play this. Well, West Africans, where she from? I think she from Nigeria. I don't know, but I'm gonna play this, and Lord willing, y'all be edified, man.
So here they talk about how, you know, he friend zoned her and she became the super friend. Whenever he needed something, she was there. Whenever he needed money, she provided. Whenever he was down, she gave good advice, right? So they talk about how she became a super friend and how Toby noticed that she was so down for him that he said, you know what, let me give this a go, and maybe one day I will feel as strongly about her that she feels for me. Now, I respect this part because they gave advice to the audience and said, don't do that.
I was just like, all right, cool. You feel this strongly, let's just give this a go, and hopefully I can grow into feeling as strong as you do about me.
Let me just stop you right now, because don't do that.
It's not a
Don't do that. Just don't do it. If you don't feel some type of way about this girl, you know she is like, she loves you. And you gonna just see it work out. You're just gonna see if you can grow into it. Nah, don't do that. Because then stuff happen like, I think I'm gonna take a break.
So they continued on by saying that, listen, it didn't work out. Basically, Toby would break up with her every 6 months. You know, he was in and out. He kept her in the back pocket. They went to an event, you know, and he was like, listen, don't cock block. You're not my girl. We just friends. But also, don't go too far because I still need you to, you know, still be attached to me.
And to be honest, you don't really want to be with me because you want to be with somebody who feel the same way about you that you feel about them, and that is not me. I do not have those feelings for you like you have for me. So
And I'm gonna say this. Okay, this man is being honest towards us. Which we know women hate honesty. They hate honesty. That's another thing that made them cringe watching this video. So women hate honesty. Now this man, he could have been an asshole and lied to her and strung her along, played with her emotions, probably knocked her up and left. Knocked her up and left, turned her into a baby mama, you know, or just dogged her out, or he could have did anything, but instead he was just being honest. Hey, I don't really like you like that, but I see you like me, but hey, maybe one day it'll work out. It eventually worked out for them, you know. I like this couple, but hold on, Salakia. But women don't like honesty, so I'm gonna continue on.
in your mind, you think I really want to be with you, but you don't, because I don't want to be with you like that. And you don't want to be with somebody like that.
Now, I'm not saying all, but in some African culture, the men are the prize. And in fact, in some African culture, when the man and the woman or the husband and the wife are not getting along and they want a divorce, the man can legally kick the woman out of the home. Okay? There's no...
Hear that? See, there's some righteousness going on over there. We know overall it's wicked. West Africa is wicked. Africa is wicked. We know that overall it's wicked, but they have some righteous laws on the books out there because it's in their DNA. As a matter of fact, let me pull that. And before I pull that, let me say something. I used to work with this Nigerian guy. At the time, he was probably about 55 years old or whatever. And he probably pushing 60 something now. But I used to work with this guy, and he told me, hey, if you ever get into a domestic dispute in Nigeria with your woman, when the police show up, first thing they're gonna do is put that woman in handcuffs, man, and hear what you got to say. It's the first thing they're gonna do, because they know who the head is, you know, and they know how women are. How women are full of shit. Overall, I'm speaking in general. You know what I'm saying? So that's righteous what she said about, that's righteous what she said in Africa, certain African cultures, what they do.
Husband and the wife are not getting... Some African culture, the men are the prize. And in fact, in some African culture, not saying all, but in some African culture, the men are the prize. And in fact, in some African culture, when the man and the woman or the husband and the wife are not getting along and they want a divorce, the man can legally kick the woman out of the home. Okay? There's no divorce court. Oh, calling 911. He kicked me out of the home.
That's straight out the Bible, too.
Yeah, no. You know, there's one thing to have pride in yourself, and there's another thing to be a complete patriarchal asshole. Because it was really the fact that...
Shut up. I can't think of where that scripture is right now, but it tell you, hey, if the woman will go the way you don't want her to go, she commit adultery, or she just being problematic, and she don't want to listen to your orders, give her a bill of divorce and get her the hell up out of here. And then say she can stay around and they put you out your own house. It didn't say that. Or y'all split up and she take the kids and take half of everything you own. It didn't say that. And then she put you on child support and destroy your life. It didn't say that. It said you give her a bill of divorce and send her on her motherfucking way. You know? This is Romans 2:14. 2:14. It says, For when the Gentiles which have not the law do by nature the things contained in the law, these having not the law are a law unto themselves. Exactly. because it's in their spirit, it's in the West African spirit to do the things like what this woman just mentioned, man. Make sure the man is the head. Make sure when the police is called, the woman gets sent on her way. You know? Be patriarchal. That's in the Israelite man's spirit. Yeah, it said when the Gentiles do it, but this Gentiles is talking about the Israelite foreigners. Israelites that were in the Gentile state of mind, like the West Africans, man. The Nigerians, the Ghanaians, the Angolans, yeah, I know, West Africa, man. Shit. Liberia. What's that area? Freetown or whatever. I forgot what you call it, but y'all know West Africa is huge, but it's in their spirit. They do this by nature, even though they don't have that. Even though they don't understand that they're the Israelites and that's they law. But some of them do. Some of them do practice their Israelite heritage. Some of them know they're Israelites though, but most of them don't. Most of them don't know they're Israelites. So I'm gonna run that back a little bit.
Are the prize. And in fact, in some African culture,
I do not have those feelings for you like you have for me. So in your mind you think I really want to be with you, but you don't, because I don't want to be with you like that. And you don't want to be with somebody like that.
now I'm not saying all, but in some African culture, the men are the prize. And in fact, in some African culture, when the man and the woman or the husband and the wife are not getting along and they want a divorce, the man can legally kick the woman out of the home. Okay, there's no divorce court. Oh, calling 911. He kicked me out of the home. Yeah, no. You know, there's one thing to have pride in yourself, and there's another thing to be a complete patriarchal asshole. Because it was,
like I said, those lost Israelites that are in that Gentile state of mind, those Nigerians and those different West Africans, they do those things because it's in their blood, man. It's in their spirit. So this is Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. We are the children of Yahweh. So this book beareth witness with our spirit, man, that we the children of Yahweh. You know? And so we do a lot of things by nature that are actually written in this book that are righteous, that are lawful. You know? We do them by nature. So I'm gonna continue on. And by nature, a man won't want more than one woman. By nature, bro. And we're gonna get to that too. I'm gonna get that. Isaiah 4:1. I'm finna get that. That's by nature. It's in his blood. He's not a dog for more than one woman. Now he's a dog ass nigga if he mess with another man's woman. If he intrude and trespass upon another man's property, and yes, I said property, because the scripture said when he that getteth the wife, he gets a possession. That's his possession. Now, if you decide to trespass upon that property or that possession, you get your motherfucking cranium knocked off. That's on you. You know, that's another thing a nigga do by nature. Blow your head off for messing with his woman, because adultery is a sin. It's wicked, and it's a sin unto death. So if a nigga put you to death for committing adultery with his woman, and he put his woman to death for that, you can't be mad about that, you know? Because it's in the law. But Esau lock you away and throw away the key for that, you know? And make the woman out to be a victim. But let's press play.
really the fact that he kept interrupting her. If she said one thing or she tried to give herself credit, he would turn around and take that little bit of credit away, you know, force her to be like, no. That wasn't the reality. Now, on the other hand of that, I think it is important for women to understand the words that are coming out of these males' mouths. And I agree with to an extent that, yeah, sometimes y'all don't want to hear the truth. Okay? It's given Danny Lee and the baby, you know. And if he was to turn around and say, listen, you were a certified side chick, he would be telling the truth. You're a certified side chick. I'm keeping you close, but I'm keeping you at a distance at the same time. You're not my main, but you around. I'm not in love with you, but since you're so much in love with me and will say how high when I ask you to jump, yeah, I'm gonna definitely keep you down to what? Boost my ego. Now, a big part of African culture is marriage. It is highly frowned upon to be a man having babies over here, babies over there, babies over there, babies over there. That is highly frowned upon in African culture. They look down upon men who have multiple children who are at a certain age, who are not married, women who are at a certain age, who are not married, women who have children out of wedlock. It is frowned upon in most African cultures. So he settled. He settled, they had babies, and he had...
Okay, that's righteous too. You shouldn't be running around just having babies, man. You know what world we in. You know we up under these curses, man. You shouldn't just be running around knocking up these different broads. Because you know it's gonna end bad. you finna have 18 years of misery, dude. And you more than likely ain't gonna even be with that woman. You finna be paying tribute to this broad, man. Her and Esau finna get on your ass, man. You're going to go through hell with just one. Imagine having multiple kids, you know? You got to play it smart. This devil that made it down there a curse to have a baby. It's supposed to be a blessing. You know, so it's in their blood to frown down upon man just going around making babies. You got to have your shit in order before you got to have your shit in order, meaning you got to have your life, and you got to have them women's life in order with you. You got to have everything in order if you want to run around just knocking these women up like that. You know? Got to have your household in order. And you got to make sure your women on point if you want to make a baby with a man, or suffer the consequences if not. You know? And by the way, sex is marriage according to the Bible. If you're the one that took her virginity, that's your wife. You know, that's your wife. Y'all married. So I'm gonna get this Ephesians 5 and 22. It says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. So I gotta give Miss Fat that credit, man. Mrs. Fat that credit, man. She submits herself, as far as what I see, she submits herself onto her husband. And that's what you women supposed to be doing. Y'all supposed to submit yourself onto your husband, just like you submit to the Lord. It says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. And the Israelite man is a Lord. We are lords. We're judges. We are gods on this earth. So y'all got to submit yourselves to us, man. You know? But I can understand why a lot of these women don't submit to a lot of these clown niggas. Like, they clowns, man. A lot of these niggas just clowns, man. That's just what it is. That's just the truth. You know? So I'm going to continue reading. And one thing I got to say, these women, that's another thing that makes them cringe. The word submission or submit. That's like a taboo word now. That's a word that triggers a lot of these broads, man. You know, they look at that as weakness or being a woman being stupid or something like that. A woman being walked all over. No, that's what a righteous woman gonna do. That's what a real woman gonna do. Submit. You know, you Jezebels, you Babylon hoes, y'all don't know nothing about that. You know, because y'all drunk off the juice and the philosophies of the white man, which is the devil. So, verse 23, for the husband is the head of the wife, even as Yahweh Shai is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. And by the way, a woman gets saved through a man that's righteous. You know? That's only if she be faithful to that man. You know? So y'all finna figure out who the real prize is. Y'all finna figure that out. So, therefore, as the church is subject unto Yahweh Shai, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. So let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. Husbands, love your wives. Exactly, you're supposed to love our women. This ain't just some woman bashing, it's the truth speaking. The majority of our women, especially the so-called Negro women, the majority of them are going to be destroyed. We telling y'all that out of love. Because if we didn't love you, we wouldn't tell you. We wouldn't try to push this truth on you. We wouldn't try to enlighten you. So it says, husbands, love your wives. So you're supposed to love your woman, man. It says, husbands, love your wives, even as Yahushua also loved the church and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. Exactly. The Lord is cleansing us and baptizing us with his word, man. That's the true baptism. Being immersed in his truth. That's the true baptism, man. So that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having a spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be. I think they said they met in church too, by the way, the Christian church. So y'all should believe in this. And most of you black women, y'all call yourself Christians, but a lot of y'all are leaving that and just coming out and being who your wicked spirit really is, a witch, you know. So that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So ought men to love their wives as they love their own bodies. He that loveth his wife, loveth himself. He that loveth his wife, exactly. You love your wife, you love yourself, because guess what? When you and your wife come together as a union, y'all are one flesh, man. Those twain become one flesh. So I'm going to jump to 1 Timothy, and I'm going to get that Isaiah 4. Hold on. Let me get this Timothy first. 1 Timothy 5:11. But the younger widows refuse, for when they have begun to wax, Salakia. But the younger widows refuse, just talking about the daughters of Zion, the Israelite women, nigger women. Okay, so, but the younger widows refuse, for when they have begun to wax wanton against Yahushua, they will marry, having damnation because they have cast off their first faith. The women cast off their first faith, and the bulk of our women have. So it was that bad back then, but it's way worse than that. You know, and it says, and withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house. And an idle woman, man, hey, they say idle hands are the worst workshop of the devil, man. Most of our women are idle. They sit around and just gossip on the phone all day, man. Sit up on welfare and Section 8 and all that other shit, man. Idle. Busybodies. Tattlers. And then we continue on. Troublemakers. It says, and withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, from dick to dick. It says from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers also, and busybodies. Oh, man. Speaking things which they ought not. That's why most of the videos you see with females fighting is mostly black women. You know? Tattlers, idle, busybodies. That's what leads to all the fights and killing, man. You know, and all that death and abortion, man. All that stress and depression. So, it says, and withal they learn to be idle, wandering from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers also, and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not. I would therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. And they give all the occasion to the adversary. Man, they'll call the adversary on your ass. 911. You know? 911. It said don't give an occasion to the adversary. You're supposed to live righteous, man. Cover yourself up. Cover your head. Get in touch with Proverbs 31, because that's who you should be as an Israelite woman. You know? So, it says, I would therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house. Y'all don't know how to do none of that. It says, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. For some are already turned aside from Satan. Now, damn near all our women turned aside to Satan. Damn near, man. It's like a 90%, 85 to 90% rate. I don't know. Something like that, though. Turned aside to Satan, man. So, but I'm going to jump to Isaiah 4:1. Yeah, I've been waiting on. But before that, let me see what she talking about.
To marry her.
enjoy the gift of being together.
Commercial,
Binex
man.
Now
Commercial,
COVID-19
commercial,
antigen
commercial.
self-test has the
Salakia,
same
Salakia,
technology used
Salakia.
by doctors and detects multiple variants.
From these clips, I don't know what it is now. I do believe that you can grow to love a person, and based on the comments, people saying, listen,
Anyway, these chicks mad, like I said, that this woman chased this man, and this man conducted himself as the prize. Because he is the prize. He understands he's the prize. So, like I said earlier in the video, y'all women better get used to chasing men, because y'all about to realize we are the prize. We are that precious gold. We are that them precious jewels. Women are a prize too, but men are above, Men are a bigger prize. So, because the scriptures do say, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. That's talking about a virtuous woman. But it says, notice it said, who can find the virtuous woman? Question mark. For her price is far above rubies. But it's Isaiah 4:1. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man when all hell break loose out here. A lot of y'all gonna be looking for a man. A lot of y'all got pistols and tasers and mace. You're eventually gonna run out of bullets, and you might not even run out of bullets. Nigga, take your gun, slap you upside the head with it. It's so much you can do to a person who got a gun. That ain't gonna save you. You gonna need a righteous Israelite man. Not a nigga, not a sugar daddy, not a side nigga. You're gonna need an Israelite man, a real man, a righteous brother. It says, in that day 7 women, not one. So they mad at her because she was like playing a side piece for a while, because she was chasing the old boy while he dealt with other women. This says, in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man. 7 represents completion, so you never know how many women gonna be on your tail. And I'm gonna say this: I don't want none of you American women. I get my women when I go to them Latin American countries and them other countries throughout the world. When I'm coming off them spaceships decked out, man, in that celestial body, then I'll get to choose them. But for now, I'll pass on y'all for now, for what I see. But in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread. We gonna learn to cook. That's what they gonna say. We gonna learn how to cook. We gonna cook for you. We gonna clean for you. We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So you're gonna want, hold on. It says, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. You're gonna want our last names, man. You're gonna want to join on to us. You're gonna want to marry us. Be with us. And I ain't talking about marriage according to how this system presents marriage. We ain't talking about that. That's just wicked. We talking about marriage as us being a union and having sex. And being a well-oiled machine, a business for your house and your shop. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, to take away their shame. Now they want us as their covering. First they wanted to divest. Like I did a lesson on divestment. Only let us be called by thy name. You want my last name now, huh? You want to be a maiden now for me, right? A maiden. A maid. For you to take away your reproach, your shame. Y'all gonna get put to shame. So now you're gonna have to chase man and hope a man take you in. You better hope you're a good righteous man that is favored by Yahweh Bashan Yahushua. Because if he's not, then y'all gonna die anyway. Cause it's gonna get real bad out here. So y'all little bros that don't want to repent, keep on twerking, keep being a hoe, keep talking crazy, and death to you. But y'all ones with that spirit like Miss Fat right there, hey, she all right with me, man. As far as what I've seen, I don't watch too much of their stuff, but I know they got some good creative, artistic music. Very good. And yeah, man, y'all gonna need that covering for real. But most of y'all gonna die. I'm gonna keep it 100. Most of y'all gonna die in this pestilence, this famine, these race wars, all these riots. A lot of y'all gonna take that mark of the beast and still be put to death. And most of y'all gonna die in the World War III, man. I'm gonna leave it right there. All praises to y'all, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Rakakwadash. Shalom to the hopefully let Kwam Yashala, and a Bible ball. Man, more precious than fine gold.